Welcome back to another DIY session with Jean, and today we're going to be making, drumroll please, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, earrings. Maybe wondering, Jean, how are you gonna be making earrings? And the answer to that question is Shrinkadings. So here I have a little packaging of Shrinkadings. I already used it, so it's not really the original look, but I'll insert a picture right here of how it looks like on the Michaels website. So what a Shrinkadink is a piece of plastic that you can bake in the oven, and it'll shrink down to a smaller size, hence the name Shrinkadink, right? There are many different types of Shrinkadinks. There's frosted, crystal clear, and inkjet. The difference between them is that frosted has like a little frosted looking texture. I don't know how to explain, but that's the one that I have, so I'll show you how it looks like. There's crystal clear, which is like a clear, like clean, smooth texture, which you'll be able to assume once you see the frosted texture. And there's inkjet. So inkjet is where you put it into the inkjet printers. So inkjet printers use ink, right? So it'll print the ink onto the Shrinkadinks, and then it'll, I guess, last longer because there is a price difference. So the frosted and crystal clear are $3.99, I believe, and then the inkjet is $14.99. So there's kind of like a $10 difference. So I'm assuming the inkjet would last longer because, you know, you're using an inkjet printer, while for the other ones you're just tracing with Sharpie or whatever you're using. So I'm going to show you how frosted looks like. So let me pull one out right here. So this is the frosted Shrinkadink. I actually ordered crystal clear beforehand, but they gave me the wrong one and I didn't realize until I opened up the package. So this is the frosted texture. So as you can see, it's like little lines as if there's like frost on the window. So there's like a little rough side, as you can hear, ASMR. And then there's like a smoother, shiny side, right? So you're going to be drawing on the rougher side. So this is how frosted looks like. So this is kind of like a DIY birthday project again. So my friend's birthday is coming up and I wanted to make her a pair of earrings. So she really likes Crocs and Animal Crossing. So that's why I printed out a Croc. And then her favorite Animal Crossing villager, her name is Ketchup. And then I printed out a mustard bottle because ketchup and mustard kind of goes together. And I didn't want to have like two of the same head of the villager, if you know what I mean. So I just thought it was cute to do a mustard and ketchup. So additional materials you're going to need for this is jump rings, earring loops. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see when I get to that process. Scissors, hole puncher, and your Sharpies. So you're just going to be basically tracing it first, hole punching it, cutting it out, and then putting it in the oven and then assembling it with the jump rings and the earrings. Drew my design on, so I drew the first Croc, or I already made one before, but this is the second one for the other side to complete the pair. Yes, cool. So I'm going to be hole punching this right around here and then cutting it out. I do want to warn you when you are cutting it out. So if your design has like more sharp turns or edges, I guess, you should be careful when you're cutting it, because if you turn the scissors like too much, it might actually break the Shrinkadink a little bit, because this isn't like really flexible like paper, you know. It still kind of breaks a little if you put too much force or try to turn too much, you know.
One eternity later.
I have finally cut it out, so this is how it looks like. So I hole punched it first and then I cut around it. Make sure it's not like too thick later, because you're going to be needing to put the jump ring on. So I have my oven preheated already at around 325 305 degrees, 350 degrees, and then I'm just gonna pop this right in, and then I'll show you how it looks like when it starts shrinking. So as you can see that it is shrinking now, and it's going to curl up a little bit, but don't worry, it's going to flatten out sooner or later, and it should take around a few seconds. And that's how it looks like when it's all shrunk up. So this is how it looks like once it's all shrunk up. So this is the shinier side. I don't know if you can, there we go. Little shiny, and then this is the frosted side. So now we're gonna get our jump rings and our earring loops, which I don't know where I put the box. Oh, just kidding, I know where it is now. So I got this little box from Daiso just to keep it organized. So here is our little it's tangled. Okay. So here's our little earring hoop loop thing that I was talking about. I'll put a picture of it right here of how it looks like on the Michaels website. So yeah. And then we're gonna need one of this, and then a jump ring, which is going to look like this. So it's like a little ring, as you can tell. And this one's 7 millimeters. I think there's one that's a little bit smaller if you want to get smaller, which is 6 millimeters. So I usually open up the little ring like this way instead of like, here, I'll use my hands. So pretend this is the ring, right? Instead of opening up like this, that's going to break the ring. You should open it up like this, so like sideways. So I'm just gonna open that up for you and show you how that would look like. So it's like that. I don't know. Focus. It's not focused, but you can kind of tell what I'm going for. So for that, when I'm opening it up with nothing around it, I usually just use my fingers because my fingers are small enough. But anyways, when you're putting it on though, you would have to use some pliers like these to help you close it. Okay, so we're gonna slip this on like this, and then slip the earring thing on like that. And then grab your pliers, and then let's see if I can show you. Just hold on to it and then twist it close. And that's pretty much it. And we're done. Ta-da! So usually I add a layer of Mod Podge to it, a layer or two. So I'm gonna like put a layer, let it dry for like 15-20 minutes, and then put another layer just to keep like the color intact for longer and to give it a little bit of like glossiness to it, I guess. So that's how you make earrings. Yay! So I actually made a few pairs already myself, so I'm gonna show you those right now. As pictures though. But that's it for my DIY for earrings. It's pretty easy, not too hard, so I'm sure y'all can do it too. And yeah, thanks for watching my video. Also, I'm only gonna be using the mic for like little intros because